Hello, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 16 of our Willamette Valley Railroad Transport Fever Let's Play. We're on hard difficulty on a free game USA map, and when we left off, it was 1957 when we left off, but it's 1960 now because I let the game run for a little while, thinking that we could just make a lot of money and upgrade all those old trains, and I wouldn't make you guys sit through all that. But we aren't really making that much money, so. You could see here's the last train that we bought. It was in 1957, and then did make $10 million last year, which is pretty good. But we're into April here, and we're down 7. So we're not making as much money as we were before we started upgrading the trains. So then I started looking at I started looking at these lines that have 3 trains on them, and one of them I've already taken this action. So I looked at this Arlington fuel line, and I looked at the 2 trains here. And you can see that this train's only carrying 54 fuel, and that's not good because it's running half empty. This train's carrying 120 oil, which is great because it's running full, but the when it comes back empty, it's just not making as much money as it. So these are the lines I don't quite understand how all that works, but it's making decent money and everything, but it's not making as much money as it could, I think, because it's only half full when it's coming back. And keeping a full load coming back, because the other thing I looked at was how it's meeting the demands of the city, right? Arlington. So we're at 95%. So we're meeting all of its fuel demands. We can't deliver any more, even if I want to. So I cut a train out of there, and we're just going to go sell that one off because it's an older train. And then I realized maybe some of these other lines that have 3 trains on them are not being utilized properly. Maybe I can send one of these trains over to the Arlington line, and it will save me having to replace another line on the Arlington line. Um, I, I I didn't look at Eugene, and that's basically when I was like, oh, I should probably record this. So I started it up. So yeah, Eugene is meeting all of its fuel needs as well. So I don't know that we need to have 3 trains on this line either. So I think I'm actually going to switch this one over to Arlington Fuel. And then I'll take another one of these Arlington Fuel trains. There we are. And we're going to, so we'll wait until this one empties out. And then we're going to go ahead and send that one to the depot as well. And let's go ahead, we can get the game running, but I'm not going to put it on a high speed or anything because I do want to try to focus on getting these trains out. We also have a pending bus upgrade, which I haven't set that up yet because I'm more worried about trying to get these trains upgraded, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that off temporarily. So looking at the Eugene's good line, Eugene has 34%, 41%. All right, so I don't really want to take that off. Now, unfortunately, these trains are running half empty though, so they are losing, they are losing money. Sure would be nice if I could figure out a way to get something going back on these trains. But without these trains, like the entire tool economy doesn't work, and I feel like we're making enough money. We're just not making as much money as we should. Boy, we only made $100 million or $1 million that with that one, and that one. So $2 million profit, and so that's $7 million loss. That puts us at a $5 million loss. That's another $2 million, so $7 million loss, and another $2 million. So we're taking a $9 million loss on these on that entire goods production chain. So that's not good. I'm trying to have faith that it's going to bounce back, I guess. Let's watch and see. So I don't even know if I want to upgrade those ore trains. I might have to shut that whole thing down. It's just losing too much money. San Diego fuel line is doing all right, but I bet you it's running into the same problem. No, fuel 120. This one fueled 24, so probably should go ahead and retire this one as well. And where is it at? I mean, I can see where it's at. Oh, it's coming to pick up oil, so I guess I don't want to retire that one. I would want to retire this one. Are they backed up to each other or something? Where's this one at? So they did just pass each other. You know what? Why don't you find a way to the depot? Turn around and find a way to the depot. How can you not find a way? It is a little complicated to get there. Can you make? You could make it to San Diego. So I just don't have. I do have the depot set up there. How do you not be able to find a path to the depot? It's just not true. We'll get you into the station and then you should be able to. And this train is waiting for a free path, right? Speed that up a little bit. This is going into the oil station, right? I keep forgetting that you can't see the cursor. That's so frustrating. All right, now you should be able to make it to the depot. Very good. And now we're just waiting on you. And you got to get through all this traffic, huh? So we're still running into traffic down here. Oh, this is over here by the farm. Yeah, that's a weird intersection I've got set up there. Basically, I found that you want to leave like 2 blocks between your intersections. So these areas where I have 1 block intersections, they're not ideal. Ugh, not ideal. All right, go to the depot, you. We'll sell that train off. And I should be able to set up to where it will upgrade the other one. This is Arlington Fuel, right? Arlington Fuel. So, no, 25%. Yes, very good. And so that's pretty good for getting those trains upgraded, although wait a minute. Oh, I see it's incoming. Don't have the money, and I'm still not particularly confident that we're going to be able to continue running that entire line that we set up there. My overall setup has some inefficiencies that I probably could improve upon. And I don't know how seriously to take these balance statements either. So I think that's on a per year basis, right? So we're at 400. So where does it get the minus $1.8 million? Must be last year? No. Last year was minus $3 million. Yeah. I don't know where those numbers come from. Maybe the average of the last 4 years? Maybe that's the lifetime balance or something? How are these trains doing? See, like that $5 million, where did must be combined average? I don't know. If I wasn't making this video, I could probably sit there and do all the math and figure it out, but there's no way I'm going to try to do that. We've been sitting here staring at this station where nothing is going on for, what, 2 minutes? Here's good old Eugene. I lived in the real Eugene for a year here in Oregon, and really liked it. Nice little town. It's fun. It's quite a while ago. So they're still getting all their needs met. I don't know how we could possibly get something in those boxcars going from here to here. I can't get plastic demanded. Could I? And there's not really like a another thing where I could drop some plastic off or even drop food or cattle off. I guess, well, no, because those need to bring food back. Yeah, I did see a potential expansion up here. I think I'd looked at this previously, where these logs and Good Factory will go, you know, go out on delivery from there. I have to get the logs, and I think we'll take connect it up to this line, and then bring it down here and do the logs there. And then I would need to get plastic in, and then I could start sending plastic from Eugene. And that would be bringing back actual goods instead of tools and robotics, which is what I have marked down as goods right now. Get goods coming into Eugene as well. And for goods, or for plastic, we would start using, that would allow us to activate that oil line back up. All right, so this one is fully up to date. And I have San Diego. Let's upgrade San Diego's fuel line because it is a pretty profitable line, I think. I guess I could check that. We're going to put 6 of these cars on there. There we go. Yes. Close. San Diego fuel. Nope. Apparently it's not profitable despite all of the profits. Yeah, give me a break. How is it at minus $700,000 this year? That would be like minus $600,000. And then if you averaged in any of those amounts, like I'm making big profits. This train makes money almost every year. So we have what, 1, 2, 3 million. So we'll be very generous. We'll make that only $2 million profit off of that train. We got 7 million there, 5 million, 4 million. So see, there you go. Why does it show that this? Well, now it's showing that it's profitable because we just made $2 million. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe that's year to date. No, because that's what that. I guess it's just not worth worrying about. So how is this intersection working out down here? Like, I don't really see any trains blocked up down here. I guess what I would want to do better, well, I would have the passenger line. Yeah, that's the thing now, is I don't run everything through the passenger station. I set up distinct passenger stations and goods stations because that allows you to separate your lines. And I would run the passengers down there. This goods line would have run across the top all along, and then it probably would have run like through here, maybe had a depot here for those. And then I probably would have run maybe this line. Well, it's the passenger line, right? So I feel like we have a pretty good line running along the river there. And then I could have had the goods line sort of meet up and run parallel to it and then cross over and do those things. But we're stuck with the, oh boy, and look at the scars of what it used to look like. Imagine how it used to be. What a mess that was, huh? Never did put this road back in there. No, we'll give them the little road. We're not running any trucks along it. Doesn't need to be better. Tricky intersection here. Let's try it this way. Like that. You gonna make it? Almost. Too much slope. Too much slope. It's because that signal. Alright. Cancel. Let's destroy that. Let's try going this way. We'll go up here. You know what we'll do is we'll do this. Up. There we go. We'll just make a bridge. Now, why will you not let me build my bridge there? I don't need to go up or anything anymore. That's so close. Almost. Terrain alignment collision. Yeah, of course. All right, so I guess we're not going to be able to do that. We will delete. A lot of effort we're putting into building this stupid bridge that doesn't even need to be built. We're gonna go up like that, and then we should bridge out here. Come on, bridge out. There we are. Can we go down a little? No, not if we want to. Ah, beautiful. All right, so like that. Make it the fancy bridge, why not? Nobody uses it. Why not be the fanciest possible bridge I could spend money on? And you can go almost straight down. Very good. Nope, collision. Keep going. There we are. Oh, now I'm out of money. So we have to wait. Must be... Nope, it's not even January or anything. How do we run out of money like that? There's some money. Oh, come on. Road vehicle 58. So we've got quite a few road vehicles that are running out of... they're getting too old. But the great thing about road vehicles getting too old is it doesn't really matter. Their expenses are so low. You know, it's not going to really hurt us. I want to get our trains upgraded before I start looking at upgrading all the road vehicles. I'm not going to worry about that ore train because I'm less and less convinced that keeping that whole line down there is going to be worth it. Although, if we cut out that whole tool section, like that's, I mean, it's not going to devastate our economy. Obviously, it's going to boost our economy. We'll be making a lot of money, but it's going to destroy. What do we dedicate, like 4 or 5 episodes worth of work to it, plus the 2 hours that I spent in between episodes building all those rails. What a mess. Uh-oh, what's going on up here? No path. Oh, how long has that been going on? Where are we at here? Okay, well, at least it hasn't blocked up any trains. And you run into these little things every once in a while. No, now that other piece doesn't have a path. There we go. That's one thing that, oh, see, now it did it over there. All right, there we go. So finicky. Even when you carefully set up your tracks with that in mind, it still will do that every once in a while. I don't know how long that was down there. Or up there? Whatever. That was there. Stuck there. I guess I should probably try to rebalance these two trains. The other one's going to come along any moment now. I think it is. Maybe not. I guess, once again, you can't see my mouse pointer, so you don't know that I'm pointing next to the train there. You can see that train. All right. I thought they were going to pass it. I mean, they have to pass each other, right? The train did just leave this station. Oh, this is where they get the oil at. Well, never mind. So there it is right there. Now, does that goes from there down, and it ends up over here, right? That is a really, really long route. I need to invest the money to build this line across here and connect it up like right there. Like I wanted to get a line going there already, so I can do that, and then I can cross over here and connect it up to there too. I'd really, well, building, I mean, the line's going to cost about $2 million altogether, so I may as well get it started now. It's going to be coming off of this path, right? Now, what is up with this? What a messy little intersection that is. All right, we don't need that signal there. Let's get this track going. Let's break it off back here, actually. Where's the signal? There it goes. We'll cut it in the middle. we'll just do it like that. And of course, I don't know why it doesn't automatically do high-speed track, but whatever. And where did we split off at? Looks like right there. There we go. So you're going to go down this way. We want to swing by the lumber yard, huh? So I guess I didn't necessarily need to bring you out quite yet, because we're going to have to curve back that way. So maybe it would be better if I had you come down there. And then what we're going to swing back up over here. So with this one, we're going to come around here, come in there. All right, so we can still make that work. All right, well, pretend that last segment didn't happen. We'll leave it on there, though, because we might, you know, might end up wanting the spur line going that way at some point. And also, why bother deleting it? We've spent the money to build it, and there's no maintenance, so. All right, there you go. And there's, nope. That must be the split. There we go. Wait for that train to go by. Beautiful. And I guess we're going to want to kind of split the difference between the two lines this way. I'll probably put a Y in right there. Looks like a pretty decent, but let's keep it at maximum speed. There we go. Well, let me upgrade that train and then I'll start upgrading all my road vehicles. But until we get our train upgraded, I can't imagine. Oh, we have gotten our train upgraded. Wow. All right. Well, we're making good money right now then. All right. So let's get the, well, we'll do the upgrade vehicle queue between episodes because we're pretty close to being between episodes here. So this one is going to connect up. You know, I may as well, well, that means that I'm going to want to relay that whole thing if we go over that way. How am I going to connect this up? I guess I could build a bridge or just go across the rail. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I just did this. Maybe at 100 miles an hour. Am I going to be able to run the other track on the inside of that? Ah, look at that, beautiful. Great, that'll work. And let's see, this rail is going to be like that. $18 million, wow. So I guess all my worries about not being profitable maybe were unfounded. What does that do? It doesn't really tear too deep in. Can I bring it up? That looks pretty good. So if you click the M and the N keys, it will do that. It'll raise it to go more along the ground. I can't believe I didn't know that. It took me a long time before I figured that out. I think I was just looking at the hotkeys or something. I don't remember how I figured that out. I was probably looking for some other hotkey. And then I saw that and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Very, very useful. I guess one other problem that you run into here when you're doing laying down spur lines like this is the trains will actually start using them. So you probably want to get your signals and everything set up before you get too far into it. Put a signal there. And we're going to need one there. Make sure they're not, those are pretty close, but I think trains can fit in between them. I'm still not very good at like eyeballing how much space you need for a train. I think that putting in too much is usually the safe bet, because you know, if trains are going to stop, they're going to stop. So they may as well have more room before their next stop if they're going to have to stop. So if that makes any sense. Did I place that signal correctly? And then there. One other thing I was doing in my alternate universe was putting crossovers in like kind of designated positions. I'm not sure why I'm not doing that here because I think that served me well. But we are going to put a cut in here, and I think I'll lay the rest of this track from here up to here. I'll lay that in between episodes, and then I will set up the upgrades for our vehicles. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, click the like button and leave some comments. I like talking to people down in the comments below. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.